Every morning before your first sip of coffee, tea, juice, or water, your body is already managing a complex series of internal shifts. Your heart is working, your brain is transitioning to alertness, and your liver is actively regulating your internal fuel levels to prepare you for the day. Most people assume the composition of their first morning beverage is biologically inconsequential. In reality, this first choice determines your energy levels, your blood sugar response, and your cognitive focus for the hours that follow. Millions of people unknowingly begin their day with consumption habits that conflict with these early morning biological requirements. To make choices that support your natural rhythm, we must first examine the physiological state your body is in during those moments immediately after waking up. Upon waking, your body has typically spent 7 to 8 hours in a state of complete fasting, with zero caloric or energy intake. Despite this lack of fuel, your heart, lungs, and brain continue to consume energy throughout the night to maintain life. To sustain these functions, your body draws from internal energy reserves, utilizing stored fuels to maintain your metabolic baseline during sleep. This chart tracks the hormonal transition known as the awakening response, where specific chemical levels begin rapidly rising to transition you out of sleep. The primary driver is cortisol. While often associated with stress, cortisol is required to mobilize energy and increase morning alertness. It acts as a biological alarm clock, preparing your systems for both physical and mental activity. Metabolic health is compromised when modern habits disrupt this natural hormonal rhythm, leading to physiological friction rather than a smooth transition. You also wake up in a state of mild dehydration. This lack of fluid manifests physically as brain fog, fatigue, and reduced concentration. Many people misinterpret these signals as a need for caffeine, often choosing highly sweetened drinks that introduce metabolic stress before the day has truly begun. There's also a common misconception that blood sugar must be critically low after an overnight fast. This diagram shows how your liver acts as a backup generator, slowly releasing stored glucose into your bloodstream to ensure you don't wake up exhausted. Because of this delicate background process, your body is hypersensitive to any influx of new inputs introduced immediately upon waking. This sensitivity is why your first choice of the morning dictates your metabolic stability for the hours that follow. This graph illustrates the divergence between a sugary beverage and a balanced choice. One drink sets your trajectory. While it seems minor, these habits compound. Over months and years, these daily trajectories shift your baseline energy, weight, and long-term wellness. Morning fatigue is rarely a simple caffeine deficiency. It's often a combination of dehydration, a night of poor sleep, and blood sugar fluctuations. Relying on caffeine while ignoring these factors masks the symptom without addressing the underlying physiological deficit. We must also look past the idea of a miracle drink that can instantly reverse years of health habits. The human body responds to consistency, not singular events. The most effective morning beverages are functional aids, providing the hydration and nutrients required to assist your body's existing regulatory systems. The food industry uses health claims and bright packaging to obscure high sugar content, but your biology responds to the chemical ingredients rather than the marketing. Your metabolic future is being shaped right now by the very first thing that you drank this morning. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly how that one choice is currently impacting your health. In the first part of this documentary, we explored what happens inside the body during the first hours after waking up. We learned that your system is recovering from a prolonged overnight fast. Upon waking, hydration levels are low, hormones are shifting, and blood sugar is preparing for the day ahead. The first drink of the day determines the physiological environment for the hours that follow. This raises an important question. What are people actually consuming every morning? Many popular beverages have built reputations for being healthy, energizing, or essential. However, these choices may be working against the body's natural state. When we look closer at the biological impact, the narrative becomes more complicated, suggesting that some common habits may be silently sabotaging metabolic recovery. Fruit juice stands as one of the most common morning beverages in the world, having been marketed as a healthy breakfast staple for decades. Commercial imagery often links juice to fresh fruit and active, happy families. The message suggests that starting the day with juice is synonymous with starting it healthy. The transformation from whole fruit into juice involves a critical mechanical change. The fiber content is greatly reduced. Fiber serves several functions. It slows digestion, creates a sense of fullness, and moderates blood sugar responses. Without it, fruit juice delivers large amounts of sugar to the bloodstream very quickly. A single glass can provide the sugar equivalent of multiple pieces of fruit in only a few minutes. Because liquid calories are easy to consume, it is common for people to drink far more than they realize. This results in a metabolic impact that is fundamentally different from eating whole fruit, leading to high sugar consumption under the guise of a healthy choice. When discussing coffee, we must distinguish between the traditional beverage and modern, highly modified variations. Blended drinks often arrive with heavy syrups, whipped cream, and sweet toppings. These additions can transform a simple coffee into a beverage that more closely resembles a dessert. The concentration of added sugar triggers rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. These spikes are followed by an inevitable energy crash, often leaving the individual feeling tired and hungry. The resulting drop in blood sugar creates a cycle of fatigue and intensified sugar cravings that repeats day after day. While many people attribute this cycle to a lack of discipline, the physiological trigger often begins with the first beverage of the morning. The energy drink category has seen massive growth by promising instant focus and enhanced productivity. Beyond the caffeine, these drinks often contain artificial ingredients, complex stimulant blends, and high doses of sugar. For some individuals, this excessive level of intake can directly lead to jitteriness, anxiety, or an increased heart rate. Relying on high levels of stimulation every morning can mask underlying issues such as poor sleep, chronic stress, or unhealthy lifestyle habits. A highly caffeinated beverage might provide a temporary surge in energy, but it does not facilitate real cellular recovery. Breakfast smoothies carry a strong reputation for being nutritious, but their actual impact depends entirely on the composition of their ingredients. A blend of whole fruits, protein, and fiber supports balanced nutrition and satiety. In contrast, a version loaded with sweeteners, flavored yogurts, and juices can deliver a massive amount of sugar in a short window. Similarly, some individuals skip breakfast entirely to save calories, often relying on sugary coffee to stay alert. This habit often leads to mid-morning brain fog and a sharp decline in concentration, which can trigger overeating at lunch. While structured fasting works for some, constant fatigue and irritability indicate that the current morning strategy may need to be reevaluated. Social media frequently promotes detox drinks with claims of flushing toxins or melting fat. The human body already possesses an advanced detoxification system. The liver, kidneys, lungs, and digestive tract handle these functions continuously. These organs work around the clock without the need for miracle powders, expensive cleanses, or subscription fees. Healthy drinks can support overall wellness, but no single beverage can erase the biological impact of long-term unhealthy habits. The body's internal mechanisms are far more sophisticated than the simple solutions suggested by social media headlines. Despite the variety of choices available, the most powerful morning option is often the most overlooked: water. Proper hydration is a requirement for nearly every system in the body, influencing temperature regulation, digestion, and cognitive function. Water remains the most effective tool for optimizing these processes. In one scenario, starting the day dehydrated with a sugary drink leads to rapid energy spikes, followed by fatigue and increased cravings. Conversely, a routine focused on hydration and balanced inputs supports stable energy levels throughout the morning. These small daily choices accumulate over months and years. This compound effect is what ultimately shapes long-term health, one morning at a time. If many popular morning drinks are less effective than we assume, we must identify the options that truly support our biology. We will examine beverages that prioritize heart health, blood sugar management, and are backed by verifiable scientific evidence. In our final installment, we will detail a simple, evidence-based morning routine designed to support your health without marketing distractions. True optimization is rarely found in expensive products, but in the application of scientifically sound simplicity. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to maintain better energy, healthier blood sugar levels, and stronger cardiovascular health well into old age? The answer is rarely found in a miracle supplement. It's usually hidden inside small daily habits repeated consistently for years. And perhaps the most important lesson from everything we've discussed is this: No single drink can save you from a poor lifestyle, but the right drink can become a powerful tool that supports the healthy habits you're already building. By now, you've learned how hydration affects blood circulation. You've discovered how certain natural compounds may support heart health. You've seen how blood sugar regulation depends on much more than simply avoiding sugar. But there is one final piece of the puzzle, and it might be the most important one: consistency. Because the human body is constantly adapting. Every meal you eat sends signals. Every drink you consume sends signals. Every hour of sleep sends signals. Every workout sends signals. Your body is always listening. The question is, what message are you sending it every day? Imagine two people. The first person wakes up every morning exhausted. They skip breakfast, they drink sugary beverages, they rarely exercise, they sleep poorly, they experience constant stress, then they search endlessly for a miracle solution, a miracle pill, a miracle drink, a miracle shortcut. But their daily habits continue damaging their health. Now imagine the second person. They wake up, drink water, prepare a healthy morning beverage, eat nutritious foods, move their body regularly, manage stress, sleep adequately, and repeat those actions day after day, year after year. Who do you think will experience better results? The answer is obvious. Health is rarely built through dramatic changes. It's built through small decisions repeated consistently. This is exactly why many researchers emphasize lifestyle medicine. Because prevention is often far more powerful than treatment. According to numerous health experts, maintaining healthy blood pressure, stable blood sugar levels, regular physical activity, and good nutrition can significantly reduce the risk of many chronic diseases. The problem is that most people wait until symptoms appear. But by the time symptoms appear, damage may already be developing beneath the surface. This is why your morning routine matters. Not because it's magical, but because it sets the tone for the rest of your day. When you start your morning with hydration and healthier choices, you're more likely to make better decisions throughout the day. One positive choice creates another, and another, and another, until those choices become your lifestyle. Now, let's talk about one common mistake. Many people become obsessed with finding the perfect health drink. They spend hours comparing ingredients, searching for secrets, looking for exotic herbs, buying expensive products. Yet they ignore the fundamentals. The truth is simple. The basics work. Water works, sleep works, exercise works, whole foods work, stress management works, and consistency works. These habits may not sound exciting, but they are responsible for the majority of long-term health improvements. Think of your body like a bank account. Every healthy habit is a deposit. Every unhealthy habit is a withdrawal. One unhealthy meal won't ruin your health. One healthy drink won't transform it overnight. But repeated deposits over time create extraordinary results. And that's where the power lies, not in perfection, but in repetition. Now, let's revisit the morning drink we discussed. Whether you choose warm water with lemon, green tea, a fiber-rich smoothie, or another balanced option recommended by your healthcare professional, the goal remains the same. Support your body's natural systems, hydrate properly, provide beneficial nutrients, and begin the day intentionally. Many people report feeling more energized simply because they start drinking enough water consistently. Others notice improvements in digestion. Some experience better appetite control. Others find it easier to maintain healthy eating habits throughout the day. These effects may seem small individually, but together they can create meaningful long-term benefits. Let's also address expectations. In today's world, people want instant results, instant weight loss, instant muscle growth, instant health. But biology doesn't work that way. Your body changes gradually. Cells regenerate gradually. Fitness improves gradually. Health improves gradually. And that's actually good news, because it means every positive choice matters, even when you don't see immediate results. Every healthy breakfast matters. Every workout matters. Every night of quality sleep matters. Every glass of water matters. Every step matters. Your future health is being built today, right now, with the choices you make after watching this video. So before we finish, here's a simple challenge. For the next 14 days, start your morning with proper hydration, choose a healthier beverage, eat a balanced breakfast, move your body daily, prioritize sleep, and pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy. Notice your focus. Notice your cravings. Notice your mood. You may be surprised by the changes that occur when small habits begin working together. Because health is rarely about one thing. It's about many small things moving in the same direction. And that's the real secret most people never hear. The greatest health transformation doesn't happen through extreme actions. It happens through consistent actions, day after day, month after month, year after year. So the next time someone promises a miracle drink that solves everything, remember this. The real miracle is consistency. The real miracle is discipline. The real miracle is giving your body what it needs every single day. Thank you for watching. If you found this documentary helpful, make sure to subscribe to Health Pulse for more science-based health, fitness, nutrition, and longevity content. And tell us in the comments, what is the first healthy habit you're going to start tomorrow morning? Because your future health begins with the next choice you make, and that choice starts now.